If someone informs you that a certain person speaks poorly of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you. Instead, answer, "He was unaware of my other flaws. Otherwise, he would have highlighted these alone." We have less control over things outside of our control the more we value them. A person who finds humor in themselves is never short of things to laugh at. In order for men to hear from others twice as much as they speak, nature has given them 2 ears in addition to 1 tongue. You've veered off course if you find yourself behaving in a way that you hope will impress people or staying silent out of fear of their opinions. Real problems do not worry man as much as his imagined concerns about them do. Having few quality possessions is a better indicator of wealth than having many. Events don't create a man, they only make him visible to himself. Instead of leading a horrible life in the society of men, it is preferable to live with one person of high soul who is calm and independent. Suffering results from attempting to control the uncontrollable or ignoring the things in our power. A man who is not master of himself is not free. There is only one path to happiness, and it is to stop worrying about things that are outside of our control or power. It's important to remember that being single does not equate to loneliness, just as being in a crowd does not equate to being alone. What matters is not what occurs to you, but rather how you respond to it. Be content to be called ignorant and foolish if you want to get better. The secret is to surround yourself only with positive people who inspire you and make you want to be your best self. Time heals the foolish from pain, but intelligence heals the intelligent. The only worthwhile objective in life is freedom, which we can only achieve by ignoring things outside of our control. It is possible to catch other people's opinions and problems. Avoid sabotaging yourself by unintentionally absorbing unfavorable, counterproductive attitudes from the people you associate with. As a small soul, you are a corpse in disguise. A person who is unhappy with little will never be content with a lot. Before you speak, make sure you understand what you are saying. First, understand who you are, and then dress appropriately. Regardless of what other people may believe or do, align yourself with that which is spiritually higher. No matter what is happening around you, stay faithful to your actual goals. Any person who has the ability to enrage you becomes your master. He can only enrage you if you allow yourself to be bothered by him. If something negative is said about you, own up to it if it's true. If it's a lie, laugh it off. Ordinary people blame themselves. Narrow-minded people blame others. All blame is nonsense to the wise. You will experience happiness if you don't try to control events to happen the way you want them to, but rather allow them to unfold naturally. It is within my power to use it to my advantage, no matter what events happen. The affluent man is one who finds contentment. What we can control is how we respond to events, not the events themselves. Nothing is catastrophic by nature. The only thing that is horrible is our fear of death. Please grant me the shorter, more honorable life rather than the longer, less significant one. No wonderful item, no more so than a cluster of grapes or a fig, is developed overnight. If you tell me you desire a fig, I will answer that it will take time for it to flower, bear fruit, and then ripen. You can't expect other people to view you the way you perceive yourself. Forged through eliminating desire rather than by satisfying men's desires. Difficulty reveals the nature of men. We should accept the philosophers who assert that only the educated are free, not those who argue that only the educated should be free. Is freedom any more than the freedom to live our lives as we please? Not a thing more. Remember that people only perceive you through the prism of their own perceptions whenever they assist or hinder you, give you compliment or criticism, etc. When someone acts or speaks with a distorted viewpoint, it is not you who suffers, it is them. Remember to amuse both your body and your soul when hosting a banquet. You quickly discharge from the body everything you give it. However, you retain what you will have given the soul. Be cautious about who you communicate with at all times. People copy habits a lot. We unintentionally take on the interests, viewpoints, morals, and habits of others with whom we engage. Events should be interpreted. The fact that a person was born, died, or lost his money at home is not a cause for pity. It is not his property, all of it. But if a person loses his genuine property or his dignity, it is a pity. Many men escape punishment because to good luck, but no man is free from fear. A fool becomes the slave of passion. A wise person resists it. It is not wise to try to appear wise to others. You should live your life according to your own standards and beliefs if you wish to be wise. Philosophy is basically the study of how a man should live to minimize the influence of other people and things on his level of happiness. It's best not to have too many friends because you'll get sick of having people pull knives out of your back. One should never base one's life or ship on a single hope or anchor. For what you give your focus on is what you become. There is no incantation or prayer required to raise the sun. No, it starts beaming brightly for everyone's happiness. Therefore, don't anticipate compliment, cheers, or applause. To be adored like the sun, do good things voluntarily and do good. While philosophy instructs us not to stretch without even thinking twice, people are happy to find a justification for their misdeeds. Don't desire anything for other people that you wouldn't want for yourself. Don't make other people into slaves because you dislike being a slave. The happy person's nemesis is envy.